Okay, this is a Honda VFR750 from 1986. A 1986 Honda VFR750F. I bought this bike with that one and another part bikes about 2 years ago, with a bunch of mufflers, tanks, and kickstand like that one. A bunch of parts. I bought them both for real cheap, about $1,100 for all of it. This bike, I got it running and is in good shape. Carburetors are clean. This one, looking at the tags when I bought it, was sitting since 2018. The tags were not renewed since 2018. Now this one is another case, because this one, they haven't renewed the tags since 2004. So I believe that this bike haven't been run in 21 years. It was basement kept. Well, this is from the previous owner. I don't know if he was the only owner or not, but he was a kind of like a tweaker. He changed everything. This is carbon fiber, trying to make the bike lighter, but he cut a bunch of stuff from these bikes and wires and trying to make the bike lighter. So there are no in factory settings. So we are going, this one is not firing, so we're gonna get the oil out, check for the stator, and to look how the oil looks inside this bike after 20 years. We already cleaned the carburetors on this one and they're back on it. We also buy new filters for both of them, because this one was giving me a problem that after I cleaned the carburetors, it was bugging down on high RPMs. So once I changed the fuel filter, the problem was gone. I still need to synchronize the carburetors on that one, but it's running really good. Just need the carburetors need to be synced. And nobody, very hard to find somebody to work on carburetors anymore. Everybody's in fuel inject. So let's get into it and see how this oil looks. I already opened it. Looking at the stator, it had quite a bit of fluid in it. But let's go ahead and get the rest of the oil out. All right, let's see. Let's hope I'm doing this thing the right way, because this is the first time me working on these bikes, at least on this one, to change the oil and trying to revive this motorcycle. This has been sitting for 20 years. Let me do something right quick. There you go. So let's see, I hope it's this one. Yeah. All right. All right, a moment of truth. This is oil. If I'm correct, this bike has been sitting for 20 years. So I read that oil sitting for so long degrades and I see water coming out, and being sitting with change of temperatures, condensation builds in the engine and the oil change. Oh my God. Oh man, look at that, feel that sludge. Wow. Look at this. Wow, wow, wow. You're talking about chocolate milk. Wow. We're gonna try to get the filter out. Well, while that is draining, let's work on getting the stator cap off. There you go, that's this one. I don't have the tool to get the stator cover off, but not this one. Well, at least we can see how everything looks inside. Wow, that's some thick sludge. My worst fear is that it's leaking coolant inside the engine, but this bike haven't been running so long that probably the problem on this bike is that the oil is so old that had degraded. It broke. That's nasty. That's pretty nasty. All right. All right. So hopefully after I clean the engine, get all the sludge out, put new oil in it, change the oil filter. Probably gonna have to change the stator because I checked the stator yesterday and it was reading 0 ohms, and they're supposed to read 0.02 to it's supposed to read 0.2 to 0.5 ohms. And this one read yesterday 0. It didn't give me no reading. So probably gonna have to change the stator, which I have another engine underneath the house. That's part of the deal that I got with these bikes. I got both bikes. Another engine, another carburetor, original mufflers for both bikes, jack stand, like 3 or 4 of them, extra wheels and rims, some plastic for this bike, 3 other extra tanks with the original for this 86 one. Yeah, everything for $1,100. So they were not running, so I said, fuck it, let's bite the bullet. So at least the other one is a 1994 model, VFR750F, same engine, and that one runs like a champ. Just I need to sync carburetors. I ran it for about 1.5 years until finally the carburetors were so clogged up and the oil and the fuel filter that I had to stop it. Then I got sick, so I couldn't ride for 1 year. So this spring, I started working on the bike, and I cleaned the carburetors really good. And it was tough. It was good, but it was bugging down me on high RPMs on the highway. And I was like, man, what the hell is wrong? Everything looked good. And somebody told me, man, it sounds like it's starving for gas, for what you're telling me. So I decided to check the fuel filter, and you could not blow through it at all. So I went to AutoZone Advance and got that $15 clear filter. So you can see through it. Put it in, and I took it for a spin, and that bike was going. Like, I was so excited that I was going on 5th gear, about 150 mile an hour. Then I forgot that I had one more gear to go. That I forgot that I had 6 gears. I was really excited, but I know I still need to synchronize the carburetors because it's still sputtering. And who knows, probably that stator might be going out as well, because I read it yesterday too, and the readings were not that accurate. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Shouldn't be that much oil in there either. So we're gonna put this to the side. Let me see if I can remove this oil filter by hand. Whew. That's 20 years of being in there. So I'm gonna have to find a way to get this filter out somehow. I got a trick. Well, I have to get my belt off. All right, let's see if I can do this with my belt. All right, this is the UI. Old school. All right, ready? Let's pull it. All right, let's go. There you go. There you go for you young kids, so you can learn something. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oof. What the fuck? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I don't think that stator's gonna work that much, if he had that much fucking sludge. I don't even want to touch it. I want to touch it, but don't want to touch it, to feel it. I got another set of freaking gloves here. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this, because even I put new oil, that sludge is still inside the engine on the crankcase. And I need to open the other side where the clutch is. I mean, it feels, I don't know, it don't feel grainy. But it's thick. This is some thick shit. In other words, there's some foul shit right here. So this is what 20-year-old motor oil, contaminated motor oil, it looks like. Wow. All right. Let's see what we should do here. Should we plug it? It's leaking from both sides. We're gonna let it drain until it drains no more. We're gonna get a rag and gonna keep you posted. Next thing, we're gonna open the clutch side to see how everything looks in there. I need to get this off, but for this I need to get an impact rail or clean this really good so it's dry and nice, and that way I can hold it with something, a belt or something, so I can get the bolt out, and then this put in there with pressure, so I have to get the tool to pry that cover out, that flywheel out, to look at the stator, because we already have here, I already clipped the plug because it was burnt, so there was some resistance, and we're gonna plug it directly whenever we get done with this bike, or we replace the stator. If this don't work, all this cleaning don't work, so then we're gonna have to replace the whole engine with the other engine that I have underneath the house. So I'm gonna put this right here so we don't lose them. Uh-oh. All right. Just put them right there for now. The gasket don't look that bad on that. I was hoping the gasket was gonna be giving me a lot more trouble and break apart, but it didn't. It's pretty good shape, so we'll probably be able to reuse it. Of course, I'm gonna put some high heat silicone, whatever, so water don't go in the stator. Okay, let's see, one more right here. I think it stopped dripping, so I'm gonna put at least this one. I should get a freaking rag and clean this up. It's a little bit sludge right here on the tip of it. This is pretty fucking gross. All right, let's put this for now. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? That's what I said. All right. There you go. Just for now. Just for now. So, should we take the cover, the clutch cover? Let's go look at the other side. Oh. All right, let's see. Okay, what we got here? All right. All right, let me get. Let me put the. All right. Pull my belt off. My belt back on. Because I'm losing my pants. I want to get this bike running. I will try to put them as much I can close to factory, which they are very hard to find parts for these bikes. What is about the plastics? Very, very hard. Because there was only 3,000 bikes brought to United States from this version. That 1986 VFR750, there was only 3,000 bikes brought to United States. So, they're hard to find. Okay, let's see what happened here, because we need to clean this shit. All right. I need to give me a drill. It'd be a lot faster. I've been working on so many freaking cars and bikes. I just changed my daughter's ball joint. Stupid Nissan Sentra. I think cars are horrible. And then also changed my trucks. Upper, lower arms, sway bars, inner tie rod, outer tie rod. So I've been working on cars for the last 3 months. Okay. Somebody want some chocolate milk? I need to give me an extension for this ratchet. I don't know where it's at, and I'm not gonna look in the damn fucking truck for them. It's kind of rainy. These bikes, they don't seem that uncomfortable to work with. But what is the freaking carburetors? They are a damn bitch to put in and put out, and not much about taking it out, but put it back in. A freaking a pain in the butt. I need to get the battery out and take it to charge so they don't go bad. Urgh. Too many screws. Way too many. All right. it comes. This is a process, but at least we're seeing something that is very hard to find online. Google has changed so much. You know, you try to look for images of dirty or contaminated oil, and it's just take you to these blogs, and it's kind of crappy the way Google's doing things now. You know, you're looking for images, you're not looking for blogs, and it's kind of like also limited. The internet is so fucking big, and it's so limited. It's like the videos for these bikes. There's no many videos for these bikes. One, the bikes are not that common, but there's not many people that have work on them. So there's some video for how to clean the carburetor, how to get them out. There's a video around there that it says the easy way to get the engine out, but that video is just so crappy. They don't show nothing relevant to how to get the engine out. So there's not many videos of these bikes rolling around the internet. And including videos about oil, when it's old oil like this. All right. I bet it's gonna be really bad in there. Boy, it's gotta be done. Before I pull this engine out and swap it, this has to be done. It had to be done. You see, I saw a video where they took an engine out, and it was decent. It said that it was a 1986 model, but that one they removed this bar. But this one is different. So it's different. So the one that they did had a bar right here that they removed to get the engine out, or maybe it's on the other side, I don't know. But they put on a time lapse, and they did it all fast, so there was no actual details of, hey, you take this out, you take that out, you take this bolt out and this nut, and then you pinch your finger here with this, and then your arm gets stuck right here. Nothing like that. Everything was time lapse in fast mode. That you couldn't learn anything from it, you know, because YouTube University now. YouTube have become the worst enemy for mechanics and anybody that have hand skills. Unfortunately, the economy is so fucked up that people is willing to do the things they're on their own, that they go to YouTube University and learn from there. And 3 Doritos later, we got the carburetors already clean, thanks to YouTube. Next thing is synchronize them, but I have to get the tool for that. I don't have the tools yet. But yeah, thanks to YouTube, I have learned how to fix cars, paint cars, and motorcycles. Yeah, not my first rodeo, but we're gonna keep rolling and see one more. Oh, what the fuck? What was that? Something fell in there. We'll figure out what it is in a minute. Oh, that was tight. I know it wasn't a screw because I've been pulling them out one by one. It was probably a rubber piece or something. Oh, this rubber gasket. Yep. All this right here. No biggie. Alright, so I got, make sure this one don't come. One, out, 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 out. There's a piece right here I need to pull back. Alright, let me get the rubber mallet. I'll be right back. Alright. Alright. And we're back. Alright. Do I have to get this out? I probably have to get this out. We're learning, people. We're learning. We're learning together on this shit. So probably this had to come out. Yeah. Let's try it. Okay. Okay. It's a cat. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. All right. Is that a crankshaft again? I mean, you can, hell, there's compression there. Nope, well, that don't have nothing to do. So I guess we're gonna have to hit it a little bit harder. Let's see, there's no more screws. Okay, need to find a way to pry this out. All the screws are out. So, find a way to pry it. There you go. Let's see this work. And we're back. Let's see. Let's see if we can find a place here to pry it. think this is it. There you go. There you go. Well, the gasket is gone, so we're gonna have to make a new gasket. Whoa. Oh, fuck. Oh. Well, this goes right about down here. Okay, oh, right here. No, that don't go there. It goes in here somewhere. So, we'll figure it out. Everything in there looks like the other side. This is it for now. We look how an engine has been sitting for 20 years looks like. It's no grainy. This is a good thing. I mean, the engine seems pretty good shape. Don't seem like there might be a warp head and the fluid's going in somehow. I think this is just old oil. Wait for the next video. Later, bye.